Okay, you can see that I kind of skipped ahead and I filled in all of the remaining shapes. So I went through, I did my white section around my swoosh, I did my red heel section, I did my white at the bottom of the shoe, my red at the bottom of the shoe, right, and filled in all the rest. Now, every one of these layers should be labeled, right? So kind of just to give you like a description of where they're at. I ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different shapes. So you're going to do this week this shoe and try to recreate these 12 shapes on top of it. Now at the end, we still have our shoe reference picture. If I click on this, you can still see there's like a little bit of a shadow here. If you want to do the shadow, you can. But if you click on this layer, you can see there's a little lock that's here, and there's also an eye. You can turn off the eye, so now you don't see the shoe anymore. Now, whatever is left is just your vector shoe. So all of the different shapes that you made to make this a vector. So at the end of this, you'll make sure that you go up to File. You'll always make sure that you save. We had a lot of people who were kind of like having issues trying to share or save. There's a couple different ways to do it. So if you go up to File, you can share the file or you can export it. Okay, so if I do share file, so I'm all the way done, I did all of the shapes of my shoes, I labeled everything. Now I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna share the file or I'm gonna export. So if I share file, what will come up is a link. You can copy this link, then go to your Google Classroom and paste it. So copy this, go to Google Classroom. I don't know if I have this one open. Let's see at the top. We'll go to Google Classroom. And let's say this is, I don't know, period 7. And go to your classwork and go to your assignment 3, and then you'll turn it in here. Okay. But another way to do this, so if you can't, your share button isn't showing up, you can't figure out how to do it, is to go to File and you can export it as a JPEG. So this is a type of file size that's easily transferable and shareable with other areas. So you can export it as a JPEG and it'll show up on your computer. You should have a way to save it to your actual Chromebook or to your Google Drive, and then you can turn it in that way too. So either way works, but always make sure as you're working that you hit File and that you save. Okay, so always save. All right, because this assignment is going to take you a minute, I'm only going to have this one assignment this week. Then next week we'll do a little bit more practicing with doing vector drawings. But this one, it'll take you a little bit of time to get used to. So we're just going to do this one assignment in addition to your daily do now. So remember that you get your daily do nows are your attendance grades. So if you have not been keeping up on those, make sure that you get your daily do nows done throughout the week for your quote unquote attendance. So this will be your classwork grade for the week, and then you'll be working to make sure your do nows are done for attendance. Okay. As always, if you have any trouble with anything, private message me on Google Classroom or send me an email and I'll be happy to kind of walk you through. So this is your assignment for this week, 9/21, and it'll be due on Friday. Okay.